this is how I've been doing it lately. In the first video I made, I was using a lot of supplies and it was kind of just killing my profits. I mean, obviously I'm not going to BS you. You got to be rich to use this method. Like you got to have a max house. So you want to have the dummy. And I'm sure a lot of you have probably seen this method before. You know, get your max strength gear on or whatever. If you're already potted up, it's even better. You know, go over there, spec up with the ancient mace, which will boost your prayer, and then you know, recharge. Go back to the sire, and I'm gonna run you through this whole thing, kind of like minimal edits, so you can really see exactly how I do it. No one in here. I will beat you. You will not steal my sire. So, if you want to, go ahead and pot up. You're going to blow pipe, then come around here. You know, you want to have your staminas on. You're going to hit that one, and then come over to the back one. Go up here, and then you want to use Shadow Barrage, because Shadow Barrage is a 100% chance of dealing damage. You can use the other ones, but there it goes from like 25 to 100%. So just always use that, and you will 100% hit and knock it out. You can also use, if you want to, like in my last video, I think I was using the Trident. You can use a crystal bow, doesn't really matter. For this part, go ahead and use your super combat, switch to your melee gear, and then get ready to spec. You can use a dragon warhammer here, whatever, but if you use the arc light, even if you hit a 0 like that, it still counts. So right there, I just dealt, now damage is going to be reduced by 20%. It's attack and defense. I mean, honestly, if you're wearing gear like this, you'll hit up to like 50 pluses. So using a dragon warhammer and all that stuff it's like unnecessary. So after it gets about halfway health like that, it's going to go to the second phase here. So I go ahead and switch to my range prayer, and then turn off piety, just save a little prayer, come back over here. I stand there because that poison is going to spawn, and then you can do about 2 hits before it will teleport you like that. Once it teleports you like that, you need to run, and if you're low health, you can come back here to the safe spot, and then you can heal up real fast. You're going to have about 3 poisons that are going to come back now, so just be ready for those. Go ahead and run up here. So there was one. There's going to be another one. So you can go ahead and run over here. And then you can just kind of tank this. And I have all the extra food just in case I need it. You can still blood barrage or blood blitz if you have to, but you shouldn't have to if you're higher combat. And that's it. I mean, and then what you can do is run back to your house, leave this on, leave your preserve on, and then you don't have to keep repotting. So you can take the ancient mace now, go ahead and recharge, and then come over here, get that back up. Being potted up gave me a little bit more boost there, and then you can go right back, and then I bring all the food just in case there at the end if I need to tank a little bit, because if you try to blood barrage, you might run into some issues where you're just not killing it fast enough, especially if you're slightly lower combat. I have all these marked just for convenience to kind of tell me where to go, just because all this looks the same and it bothers me. So if I were you, you're coming back, go ahead and mark these 2 tiles here. I'll kind of zoom in so you can see exactly where they are. What I did was I went off this line here whenever I first marked these, and then you can mark that one there. The rest of it doesn't really matter for the rest of the fight. You can kind of stand wherever. So these are safe spots from the tentacles. If you didn't know, as long as you're within these 3 tiles here all the way up and back, you're safe from these. And then also, whenever you're actually fighting it, there's times where it may spawn poison, so just move out of the way. And there's other times where it may spawn a little sire minion thingy, and you can just go ahead and kill that. Don't be freaked out by it, but you want to kill it as fast as possible because they do mutate and turn into like the full-grown little abyssal demons. They do higher damage. So that's all there is to it. This setup here seems to maximize my trips. Like I can do quite a few and just kind of stack up stuff. So long as you don't need to tank with your food, you can just kind of eat as you keep getting drops and fill up your inventory. This is probably the cheapest way to do the sire from what I've found, and it does take a little bit longer. It's a little bit more running, but you're going to save a lot more money this way. I hope that helps. I know in the last video I was kind of running all over the place. A little bit more cost-effective way to do it. It may not be the fastest way, but it's certainly the most cost-effective way. You really don't use hardly any supplies. If that helped you guys, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel